Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Bryant.
Here.
Murphy.
Here.
Calderon.
Here.
Phipps.
Here.
Rediger.
Here.
And Saunders. Here. Section 3 is approval of the agenda. I need to amend the agenda to add 2 items to new business. One is a compensation adjustment and the other one is for team department coordinators and team leaders. Can I get a motion to approve the amended agenda?
So moved. Second.
Rediger?
Yes.
Bryant?
Yes.
Murphy?
Yes.
Calderon?
Yes.
Phipps?
Yes.
Saunders? Yes. 3.2 is action items for closed session. We have the closed session minutes from the June 26, 2024 meeting. Does anyone have any amendments? Hearing none, can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Rediger?
Yes.
Bryant?
Yes.
Murphy?
Yes.
Calderon? Phipps?
Yes.
Saunders? Yes. Section 4, communication is an opportunity for visitors to address the school board concerning any agenda topic.
Hi, is it possible for you to speak up so that it captures on the thing, because I could not hear the last board meeting at all? Thank you.
All right, hearing none. Section 5 is consent agenda items. Is there anything that anyone would like to comment? All right, hearing none, can I get a motion to approve?
Second.
Bryant?
Yes.
Murphy?
Yes.
Calderon?
Yes.
Phipps?
Yes.
Rediger?
Yes.
Saunders? Yes, sorry. Section 6 is personnel consent agenda items. Is there anything that anyone would like to move? Pull. I'm sorry. All right, hearing none. Can I get a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
Calderon?
Yes.
Phipps?
Yes.
Rediger?
Yes.
Bryant?
Yes.
Murphy?
Yes.
And Saunders? Yes. Section 7, new business. 7.1 is the AI plan.
So first I'd like to acknowledge the great team that spent a year working on this on behalf of the district. So Michaela Tanner from BES, Lori Fleming from GEMS, Noelle Clevenger from GHS, Grant Godar from GHS, Tracy Altman from GHS, Alyssa Riley from GHS, Ken Carter from GHS, Angela Getty from GHS, Jen Farnsworth, Lisa Nobles, Christy Wheeler, Special Ed Director Sarah Dallas from GHS, Brett Moore, and Josh Mulvaney from the Tech Department, Christine Lanin, and myself. So a lot of hard work went into this. We met almost monthly, if not more frequently, looking and examining the plans from other school districts and all of the new information that continually comes out about AI. And so tonight's acknowledgement of this plan kicks off our plan to start looking at professional development for staff and informing students and parents, acknowledging that this will be continuously updated and reviewed because the minute we publish, AI will have changed again, and so we will continuously be examining as new things come out. But this helps us define what our plan is, how to move forward as a district under that larger umbrella of AI. Does anyone have any questions?
So one of the things I noticed is there seems to be still some objectivity in the plan that concerns me to some degree. For example, there's not specific percentages of use of AI, things of that nature, and so it leaves a lot of ambiguity in terms of interpretation by each individual teacher, and so for me, I'm concerned that if a teacher decides to not accept or to fail a student for inappropriate use of AI, for example, that it opens up the door for parents, students to argue that the AI plan didn't offer enough clear direction as to what was acceptable and what was not acceptable. So how are we? Yeah, how will we address that?
So one, component of the plan says that each item would be looked at individually, because what we know and what we've seen and what other people have already experienced is that misuse of AI can look very different from student to student, even within the same assignment. So we have in the plan some, options for, tools that can be used to check for that, but what we also know from the field is that they're not very accurate. And so those checkers are step one, and then following through with our PD plan and guiding staff on, that's not the end all be all, because you could have a false positive with those checkers. What are the steps behind that to then go ahead and verify that checker and make sure that, we're going forward? As far as then moving into disciplinary action, we would need, to make sure that, we have some corroboration with, where the content came from, and, essentially, it would fall to students to also offer a path of their, corrections and adjustments through assignments, which we can see in Google Classroom. We can track that work and see versus a one-time large population of information that we have to cut and paste. So what we also know that AI is going to do for the entire field of education is change how we assess and change how we instruct, to make sure that we are getting those authentic, student pieces of work. And so in there's also a chart of what that means and what an example might mean. So we suspect that a student is, for instance, a math problem is a cut and paste of an AI step-by-step calculation. Can the student speak orally to those steps? Do they know the process? Is another way to verify that work. And so just coming and working with staff members to understand what are those other options, and how do we assess that? Because what we also don't want to do is rely on an AI-driven technology that is also false, and catch a student and have consequences that are unnecessary. Sorry, that was a really long answer.
Yeah, for me, I'm not sure it answers my concerns about the ambiguity.
So I think, I think you were on the mark, because that is where the team also struggled, is that AI is ambiguous. And what it can do, I dabble in it almost daily, and then something new comes along and I don't know that it exists, or I don't know its capabilities. And so it was very hard for this group to get our arms around what is it capable, because even in the span of the year of working on this plan, things have changed so dramatically. And so we struggled with
starting point, because we ultimately have to get to a starting point.
Yes.
So, appreciate everybody's efforts on it, because I'm sure it's a very difficult field to tackle right now, so.
And it is very much the starting point, and this committee is committed to furthering that work. They know that their work is not done, and they want to still be part of those revisions and, to learn from our experiences. So, we'll be touching base to say what's happened this month, this quarter, this year. Where are we falling short? How do we fix this as things are evolving?
How long will the committee members stay as a part of the AI committee?
As long as they'd like. So,
Do we have a certain number that we want to see always in terms of representation, how many people on it?
when we designed this committee, I don't know that anyone was not, everyone who wanted to be on it was part of it. That's why it was a rather large committee, is my recollection. So, and that we wanted representation from elementary, middle, and high. So, and we had more representation in the high school because, as we can assume, our high schoolers are probably using it more than others. But we also know that it's going to fall down into elementary pretty quickly. We use AI every day. We just haven't, when you ask Siri something, you're using AI. It's just, it's evolving into something much, much greater than that at this point.
I guess I would only add, one of the things AI is really good at is taking tedious repetitive tasks, right, and automating them so that the workforce, the student body can focus on tasks that are more innovative, right, more value added. So I think to Ryan's point, one of the things we should do is ensure that we have a review and update schedule for the AI, because everybody knows, 3 months down the road, it's gonna be worth taking a look at. But secondly, as we update the plan, I hope we're focused on not limiting the capabilities of AI, but actually focused on using AI to the best of the district's ability in terms of freeing up teachers and administrators to do things that they get more value from their job at, as opposed to the more repetitive tasks, because I think it's perfectly suited for that. So while we kind of look at it as a potential risk for students in terms of cheating or plagiarism, but I think it really holds a lot of promise in terms of improving the innovation, the time spent working with students as opposed to creating papers or something like that. So I just want to say, as we update, I hope we're focused on maximizing it.
Well, and teaching our students how to use it, I think is an important component of it too, not just how can we as the district administrators, staff, whatnot, use it, but also how can we teach students how to use it appropriately.
But I do want to echo what Ryan said, that's, thank you to the team for putting this together, because right now, any organization should have a governance plan for AI, and this is a great start. It'll be really helpful.
Any other comments or questions? All right, can I get a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
Phipps,
Yes,
Rediger,
Yes.
Bryant,
Yes.
Murphy,
Yes.
Calderon,
Yes.
Saunders.
Yes. 7.2 is the second reading of press policies. Does anyone have any discussion? Hearing none, can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Rediger,
Yes.
Bryant,
Yes.
Murphy,
Yes.
Calderon,
Yes.
Phipps,
yes.
and Saunders.
Yes. 7.3 is for information only, and that is the first reading of the press policies. 7.4 is the first edition that I amended at the start of the meeting. This is enrolled for a compensation adjustment for Nicholas Stillman, who will be the head, or is the head basketball coach. Adjustment from 40/40 to 47/14. Can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Brian.
Yes.
Murphy.
Yes.
Calderon.
Yes. My last name is not Murphy.
Phipps.
Yes.
Redditor. Yes. 7.5 is, the second thing that I am, adding, and that is, our building and department coordinators and team leaders. This is an annual process where we let people, honorably discharge at the end of a school year, and then, look at enrollments and other things, and then, hire them back at the end of, beginning of the start of the new year. It is way too many people to read through, but it will be posted online for everyone to see, and the board has already seen it as well. So can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Brian.
Yes.
Murphy.
Yes.
Calderon.
Yes.
Phipps.
Yes.
Whitaker. Summers. Yes. Communications, section 8.1 is our future board meeting dates. Thursday and Friday of this week, so tomorrow and Friday, we will, be in negotiations at 5:30. Wednesday, August 14th at 4, the Facilities and Grounds, Committee will be meeting at the district office. Tuesday, August 20th, 2024 at 4, the Finance Committee will be meeting, and on Wednesday, August 28th, at 6:30 will be our next regularly scheduled board meeting. Section 8.2 is an opportunity for visitors to address the school board concerning any topic. Looks like we have 2 people signed up, so whoever wants to go first.
Hello, I am Deborah Bright. I have addressed the board several times over the last several months, and I just want to say that as you go into negotiations, continuing, please think of the teachers. This is a wonderful group of people that you have at our schools. They love the students. They wouldn't be doing this if they didn't. They really care. They constantly talk to me when I'm in the halls. Hey, here, what's going on with your daughter? What's going on with your son? I know some of them personally. My neighbors was one of them. They're an amazing group of people. I don't want it to get to the point where they're forced to make a decision to not start the school year on time. I've lived through that once. And we ended up in school late into June, and it was not fun. You could potentially lose amazing teachers, support staff, and substitute teachers if we're not taking into consideration what they need in this school year. And just ask that you please think about that. Think about the kids, think about the teachers. They are teaching the future of this country. We need them. We need to support them. I stand behind them, and I hope you do too. Thank you.
Good evening, my name is Emily Miller, and I am the mother of 3 children in this school district. I stood before you a couple of months ago and shared a number of very personal stories of the impact so many Ball-Chatham teachers have had on the lives of my children and family. In doing so, I opened up a window to the outside world into what would otherwise be private situations, which isn't necessarily an easy thing to do, but I'm glad I did it. I want our teachers to understand that they have support in our community and that they are valued, appreciated, and understood. I want them to know that the impact they have on the lives of the children they teach is not ignored or overlooked. I want them to know that they have every right to demand they have the resources they need to take care of their own children and families after they spend all day educating ours. As a member of this community, I can think of no better investment to make than our children. But we can't properly invest in our children if we don't provide the proper resources to those we entrust to teach them. Investing in our children requires investing in our teachers, not just monetarily, but through support, appropriate resources, materials, benefits, and time, through shared decision-making, coordination, and collaboration. Teaching is such a unique profession, one that never truly allows a person to be off-duty, especially for those teachers who live in the communities they teach. At every turn of the grocery cart, every run to the ice cream shop, every dinner out, every child's soccer game,
every local festival, every run on the trail, there is a child filled with pure elation as they get to see their teacher outside of the classroom. In their summers off, teachers spend their days participating in continuing education, learning innovative ideas and concepts to bring into their classrooms. They spend countless hours and dollars buying new supplies, new furniture, new incentives, new decorations to make the coming year even better than the one before. They take home their work in ways that few, if any, other professions do. And they do it because they want to, because they believe in the power of education, and they want to ensure that every child within their walls has the best opportunity to succeed. And we as a community, as a district, as a society should do everything within our power to help them ensure just that.
Hi, my name is Christina Miller. I am not related to Emily. I have one student who is here in the district. This is the first time I've ever chosen to address the board. I have been to many school board meetings. But I felt it was necessary to come here because even when I come to these meetings, it's exciting to see the teachers who have taught my child, and I love like letting them know how he's doing and how much he's grown. But more and more, there are less and less teachers who are continuing to be in this district. And the reason is that they can go to nearby districts and have their needs met. They can get the supplies they need, they can get the raises, they can afford to take care of their families. And it's really sad to see such brilliant and amazing people have to walk away from a community that they love because they can't afford to live in this community and also teach in this community. And that, to me, is so sad. We moved here when we found out we were having a child because we wanted him to be in this district because everybody knows that Chatham has an amazing school system, but we can't continue to have that system if we don't support all these wonderful people who teach in it. Like, they're not gonna be here. It's so sad whenever I look at the resignation list that's posted online to see, oh my gosh, they're leaving, or oh my gosh, this one's leaving. And I know they're not old enough to retire, so I know they're just going somewhere else where they can make more money or get their needs met. So it just really breaks my heart to watch amazing people have to choose between a job they love and taking care of their own family. And I just really wish that when we go into these negotiations, that we think about, you know, what would it be like if we were at work and someone said, you know, you're doing a great job, but we really can't afford to give you more money. Or you're doing a great job, but you know, we really aren't gonna be able to give you any better health care. Because we all know those are costs that just go up and up and up and up. And, you know, the class sizes get larger and larger. You look at these yearbook photos and you look at these statuses when they send out the directory, and, you know, a class that maybe had 25 kids has 30, 40 kids now. And it's just, you know I don't have the patience for 40 children. God love these people, they do. I couldn't do it. I could not be a teacher. I admit my downfall.